Ryan, I feel like everyone in the arena could feel, I mean, the crowd went nuts for Jonathan Huberdeau scoring. You could see your players were so happy for him. It's just got to be great to see him get rewarded for his work, eh?
For sure. I mean, I thought it was cool. Like, we have great fans here, and what they do recognizes hard work. And you could see that from him tonight. So when he gets rewarded, it was nice, and it goes a long way for a player that is really working to find his way. So yeah, we're all happy for him, and it was good to see him score that.
Is there a set, like for a coach, you work with him, you reinforce good things he's doing, you try to boost his confidence, but probably nothing changes things like actually seeing what hit the back of the net. So does it change things for you at all?
In regards to,
Do you kind of get a sigh of relief for him in some ways?
like I mentioned, happy for him for sure, but now he's got to find a way to do it again against the Islanders. So. And that's what he wants, and that's what he strives for. He wants to be consistent. He wants to be a guy that is on the ice at the right times. And we talked this morning about playing with Michael and Blake. They're two guys that have a real connection, and they're hard workers. And I think Hubie put his hard work hat on tonight too.
You've spoken a lot this year about sort of how you want your team to play and the style of game you have to be successful. I guess, would you say this is sort of an example of sort of the template for what your team needs to look like?
Yeah, I think it's getting there. We did a lot of good things in the second period. That's one area that we were really happy with after the game, was the pace that we had in the offensive zone, where I think we were able to wear a team down that was on a back-to-back with tough travel, and I think we took advantage of that in the second period, and they had a hard time recovering in the third.
2 straight games where you guys have allowed 2 goals. Your opponents only scored twice, which hadn't happened often earlier in the season. I mean, what's been the key to the improvements, just in keeping the goals out of the net?
Well, the same thing that's been pretty consistent all year is we got great goaltending again tonight. But I think we're doing a much better job with details in regards to what we're doing with the puck for the most part. But I think we're starting to figure it out a little bit more in our own zone. There's still a lot we have to do in regards to the compete and the strong on loose pucks. We don't give second opportunities to good teams, but it's coming.
What do you see in Elias's game when he's on like a night like tonight from a coaching perspective? What is he doing well that allows him to have that success?
Yeah, he's got an easy tell when Elias is on. He's got tons of speed through the middle of the ice. So that first goal that Dylan made a great wall play, it's Elias coming with a lot of speed underneath. So when he's on, that's typically what you see, and you saw that numerous times from him tonight. So that means he's skating, and when he's skating, he tends to make good plays.
What's the biggest difference or differences between the 6-game losing skid and the 6-game run you're on now?
It's small. Like there isn't a lot. Like in a lot of those games, we felt like we were playing well. There was always 1 or 2 mistakes that cost us games, and then when you start feeling better about yourself, someone's backing up your mistake, and instead of someone's pointing fingers like you can't do that. And that's just, it's the small line between winning and losing, and that's why it's so hard to win in this league. But when you're feeling good, you want to continue to try to run with it as long as you can.
Ryan, what be the mentality of the group? How has that evolved as you've gone through this season so far?
To be quite honest with you, I don't think their mentality's changed all that much. They've been good from the beginning of the year and how they've approached coming to the rink. They're getting rewarded a little bit more now, but we talked this morning too about noise, and that's something that I've had in my head for a while. There's noise both ways, so if you listen to the noise on the positive side too, it's all going to snowball the other way, so it's something that they just have to continue to focus on, coming to the rink every day and getting better.
Example for a guy like Martin Pospisil, doesn't hit the score sheet, but is able to affect the game in other ways.
Yeah, he got them running around a little bit with a clean hit, and you'd expect that when you hit one of their star players for sure. But he went to the net hard today. He did the things that make him a good player. So yeah, he did a lot of good things too.